Hello to our friends in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Philip Rulo with Tract, and I'm going to quickly go over the setup of the Tract equipment as used for sternal elevation for the NUS procedure. From what I understand, there will be a Zimmer Biomet rep to walk you through this as well tomorrow, but I would like for you to watch the video if you have an opportunity. The first thing we're going to pull from the tray is our Tract clamp. Now this clamp can be put on the OR table bed rail with the tightening knob on the top, or it can be inverted with the tightening knob on the bottom. Now, depending on OR protocol, you may want to put the clamp over the drape, or you may want to go under the drape and put the clamp on the rail and then drape over it. So it depends on how you are comfortable. The first thing we're going to do is turn our knob counterclockwise all the way until it stops to be sure that this jaw is open all the way. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to clamp over the drape. So I go ahead and put the clamp onto the rail and then squeeze the jaws closed. You want to squeeze the jaws closed on the rail and then turn the knob to tighten the clamp. You don't want to bring the jaws together with the knob. You want to squeeze them together, get a good purchase on that rail, and then turn the knob. You want to put this clamp on the bed rail right at about the patient's shoulder level. Now go ahead and tighten that as tight as you can get it. It's important that this is very tight. Next, you're going to put your bottom post into the clamp. Now, if we say the patient's head is here, you want to have the bend in the bottom post going toward the head of the table. You don't want to put it in this way, and you don't want to put it in this way. And you certainly don't want to put it facing away from the table, because that'll move the retractor 3 inches further away from the table. So you just put it into the post with the bend going toward the head of the table to provide additional workspace. And go ahead and turn your wing handle, making sure that this is tight. Next, you're going to put your top post on. It just simply drops onto the bottom post so that it goes straight across the OR table. Make sure that it is securely attached by turning it. Next, you're going to put on your Tract rotating extender bar. Very important that you turn your lock knob all the way counterclockwise to be sure that it's backed all the way out so you can put this onto the post. Now, I'm going to put this on with the tightening knob on the bottom, as we do in most cases. If you have a very large patient, you'll want to turn it over and have the tightening knob on the top. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to put it on with the tightening knob on the bottom. So go ahead and slide it onto your top post. I usually put it back at about the 4th detent and tighten it into position. You have to make sure that you turn this lock knob and tighten it down so the extender bar doesn't slide off. Next, we're going to put our ratchet onto the extender bar. Now again, it's important this lock knob is backed all the way out so you can put the ratchet onto the extender bar. When you put the ratchet onto the extender bar, make sure that the spool and the cable are hanging over the pectus deformity and the handle is going toward the patient's head. It's easier for the surgeon to manipulate the handle that way, and the placement of the cable is in better position if you put it on this way. So I usually put this on at about the 2nd or 3rd detent when I put the ratchet on, somewhere near the end of the extender bar. Then I tighten down my lock knob, make sure that it's in a detent. Now you'll want to get as directly over the deepest part of the pectus deformity as you can when you set this equipment up. And if you need to, you can loosen the knob on your rotating extender bar and rotate the ratchet into a better position if necessary. Most times it just goes straight across the table and it's right over the deformity. So that is the setup of the Tract for sternal elevation for the NUS procedure. It's pretty simple, and again, I know that you'll have somebody there helping you tomorrow. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me even after the case. Again, my name is Philip with Tract. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Have a nice day. Hello again. Something real quick. At the end of the procedure, or when you are finished positioning the NUS bars, you'll want to remove the Tract from the field. And when you do that, you're going to want to either use 2 hands, hold it here by the collar, and here on the end and lift at the same time to remove it from the field. Or of course you can remove it piece by piece if need be. The reason that this is important is if you decide you want to remove it as one piece, you have to be aware of the fact that it is very heavy. So if you just lift it and you're not aware of how heavy this is, it could fall. So be sure that you take this apart with two hands, holding collar and the end of the ratchet, and lift to remove it from the field. Thank you again for taking the time to watch the video, and have a good weekend.